Hello everyone, welcome to the last video lecture of the Working Environments module. At this point, you have a working Python installation on your machine, and you have met a number of ways in which you can work with Python. In this video, we will show how to run our first Python code in all of the shown ways. In particular, we will show how to run a simple code using the Jupyter Notebook, using our terminal, and in script mode. Our first program will just contain the famous print hello world, which merely displays the contents within the parentheses. You can change the message in the parentheses if you wish to familiarize yourself with the print statement. Let us run our code using the Jupyter Notebook. Remember that for this, you need to open a new Jupyter Notebook, and to do so, you need to open your Anaconda prompt terminal, activate the Conda environment by typing conda activate pydata-book, and then access the Jupyter Notebook by typing Jupyter Notebook. Then you need to select New and Python 3 from the drop-down menu. This is how your new notebook will look like. You can change the title here as we said. Now you will receive a line in your notebook where you can type the code you wish to run. We typed print hello world. Notice how the Jupyter Notebook colors the different parts of the code, that is the command part, print, and the content part, hello world, differently. In that fashion, it is easy to look and check one's code. When you type your code, you can click on the Run button here, and voila, you will receive the contents of the print command, or the output of whichever command you're running. A second line will also appear underneath, so you can continue working with other code. At any point during your work, you can always return to another piece of code or block of code and rerun it. So this is basically how we write and run code in Jupyter. When you are done, or when you want to save it as a checkpoint, remember to click here, and when you're done entirely, you can go save it and go to File, Close and Hold, so that your code is saved and also stops running. We can, however, just simply use a terminal on our computer when we wish to run Python code. Notice, however, that through this mode, your work is not stored once you close the terminal, and that this mode is not suitable for large projects. To use this mode, you can open the Anaconda prompt or any terminal on your computer and enter in the Python environment by typing Python. Then you can just type your commands, statements, or expressions as they're usually referred to in Python. In our case, we type print hello world. Notice that I interchangeably use single quotes and double quotes for strings. As we will see next week, this is absolutely fine because both they mean strings for Python. So this is how the terminal looks like. I typed Python and I entered into the Python environment or the Python interpreter, and then I receive this prompts to write my code. I wrote print hello world, and then when I pressed enter, the interpreter showed me the content of my command, of my print command, hello world. And then a new line has been created underneath for new code so that I can continue writing. Last, you can run code using the script mode. We described this mode in the previous video, but I will repeat the process briefly here as well for completion. For the script mode, you will need a file for the source code. If you choose to work in script mode, I encourage you to create a folder where you will store all your Python scripts. So this is how your file will look like. I am using Notepad++ as my editor, which colors the Python keywords once I store my file as a Python file, and that makes the code friendlier to the eyes. For this particular exercise, you can create a file in your folder named hello_underworld.py. You can use the text editor of your choice for this, and you can review text editor options in the previous video of this module. Now you can type your code in the file you created. We type print hello world, and remember to save your file before closing it. Now let's run the script. For this, you need to open a terminal or the Anaconda prompt on your computer, and you have to navigate to the folder where your Python scripts are located. Remember that you can do that by typing cd and the path to the folder where your scripts are located. And this is an example. At this point, I would like to stress that all depending on your operating system, whether it is Windows or Linux, this slash could look either way. So if it doesn't work one way, check by creating the slash the other way. You can always verify that the Python script you created is in the folder you're in by typing dir on a Windows machine or ls in a Unix system. Then you can run the script by typing Python and the name of the file containing the script. You should see the output displayed on your terminal. The process is shown here. My file is in a folder called Python OPIT in my desktop folder. I therefore chose to cd sequentially in it by first cding into the desktop folder and then into the Python OPIT folder. I typed dir to confirm that my script is in the folder. Here it is. Remember from previous video that I can also cd using the full path to the Python OPIT folder. Now, once I'm in the right folder, I type Python and the name of the file where my script is. Voila! The code is running successfully and I can see the output on my terminal. Remember that you can close your terminal by typing exit and parentheses. Congratulations! You have at this point installed Python on your machine. You have installed a number of packages. As well, you have familiarized yourselves with a number of working environments and working modes. In particular, you can write your code through the Jupyter Notebook, through your terminal, or in script mode using a text editor of your choice. With this, we conclude the Working Environments module, and we are ready to learn how to Python. Thank you for joining me in this module. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.